The primary focus for the summer was three things from a physical standpoint. One, we wanted to get bigger, stronger. We had a bunch of new guys come in, some of which had never been in the weight room before, so we spent a lot of time making sure we got these guys bigger, stronger, more prepared, more resilient for this year. Second thing was from a conditioning standpoint. Coach Bowles always talks about playing with a motor, playing with pace. So really the primary focus for us with our weight training and some of our conditioning that we did either on the court or outside was to play with a pace, to train with a motor, to be more efficient, to be more prepared to handle 32 games over the course of the season. And then last was our ability to move laterally, our movement, our efficiency, change of direction, agility training, which we've enhanced at the end of the summer and leading into the preseason here. So excited to be with this group here for the next couple of weeks leading into practice. These guys collectively as a group did an unbelievable job from our incoming guys to our returners and our guys that have been with me now going into the third year in the weight room. But just to highlight a couple, Alex Christie came in, did an unbelievable job, lost about 26 pounds over the course of the summer session. He was here for about 10 weeks, really dialed in from a nutrition standpoint, from a training standpoint, and really set, I think, an example for other guys to follow as they came in for summer session 2 and the work that he put in. Jules Moore was the other one on the opposite end of the spectrum. Alex gained, losing 25 pounds. Jules gained about 25 pounds, and from the minute he got here, we talked about goals. His goal weight was to get to 200 pounds. He broke that barrier the last week, hitting 202, and he got a lot stronger, and I think you're going to see that carry over for him as well into this year. The returners that were here all summer did an unbelievable job. I thought Elijah and Quaz, from a leadership standpoint, both vocally and leading by example for our younger players, were fantastic. Always brought energy, helped with essentially as other eyes and coaches in the room to make sure that everybody was doing what they're supposed to do. And those two are, getting to that elite category in terms of their strength, their power, and the way they go about their business is awesome in here, and it's obviously going to translate for those guys on the court. Doron Corners, the lone senior that we have, I think people throw around the word freak a lot with athletes. Doron is a legitimate freak, a 45-inch vertically, tied Junior St. Teal's program record last year, broke the department record of 40 inches from a standing vertical. Everything that he does is impressive, but the biggest thing with him is his positive energy and what he brings every single day. So we're fortunate to have him. He did a fantastic job in here. And then the last one, Andrew Garcia, someone's been with the program now. He's been here for 3 years, has battled some injuries over the course of his career, has really stepped up and is confident and is moving well and did an unbelievable job this year in the weight room, getting stronger, but also working on his movement efficiency, his lateral quickness, his explosiveness, and I'm happy and for him and the work that he's been able to put in this year. The summertime is huge. I think number one for building culture, competitiveness, and getting the guys used to training hard and doing what it takes to be successful for collegiate basketball. So that's really important. I think consistency is the biggest thing, and that's where I give this team the most credit for. Is every single day they came in with a consistent energy, a consistent attitude, and a consistent effort. And over the course of a long summer, getting up and training at 7 o'clock in the morning every day isn't easy to do. So these guys put forth that, and they're going to get the reward this year when they're more physically prepared for their season. And another piece to that is the confidence that you gain from going through all of that as an athlete. I think one of the biggest transferable qualities to the court from the weight room is confidence. You're bigger, you're stronger, you're more efficient with your movement, you're jumping higher than your opponent. All those things carry over to the court, and mentally you feel like you're going to be able to do more than what you did the previous season. And then lastly, I think placing an emphasis on the competitive piece for us has been awesome, and is gonna help us also moving forward. When you play your last game in March and you don't play your next game until November, you have a lot of time that could be spent getting away from competition. So we try and do as much as we can from team competition, individual competition. We score everything that we do. We want there to be a competitive mindset in everything we do from a training standpoint, and that helps us as well as we get ready to start practice here. Another piece that we focus on that we were able to add this summer was training table. So every morning we had our lifts at 7 o'clock. At 8:15 or 8:30, we had breakfast. So athletes that needed to gain weight or lose weight or maintain their weight were getting nutrient-dense food, high-quality meals every single day after their workouts. We saw a tremendous difference in our ability to maintain our weight, to gain weight, and then for some of our athletes that needed to lose weight, be able to make better choices with us being able to provide that for them. So that was huge for us and something we'll carry into the season this year when we start practicing games.